Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Julianne Adams Burt, and I am a member of the Council on the Concerns of Women Physicians. It is my pleasure to present our 2020 award recipients. Since 1999, the CCWP has honored deserving women physicians, women advocates, and organizations for their activism, community engagement, leadership, and promotion of women's health. This year, we have 3 esteemed award recipients. The first award is the Emerging Leader Award. This award is given to a woman in medicine in her first 10 years of practice who has made significant achievement early in her career and demonstrates outstanding potential for ongoing contributions and leadership in medicine. This year's 2020 Emerging Leader Award goes to Dr. Shanita Johnson of Morehouse School of Medicine. Dr. Shanita Johnson is an associate professor of surgery, director of minimally invasive robotic and bariatric surgery, and general surgery residency program director at Morehouse School of Medicine, Department of Surgery at Grady Memorial Hospital here in Atlanta, Georgia. She has over 15 years experience as a surgeon, clinician, educator, and researcher. She earned her Bachelor of Arts in Neuroscience from Johns Hopkins University and received her MD degree from Loma Linda University School of Medicine. She completed general surgery residency at Howard University and minimally invasive and bariatric surgery fellowship at the Cleveland Clinic. Dr. Johnson also completed her executive MBA at Brandeis University in May 2020. She is an inductee into the Beta Sigma Gamma Honor Society and National Honor Society. Congratulations to Dr. Shanita Johnson on her award, and we anticipate her continued success throughout her career. We are fortunate to have acceptance remarks from Dr. Johnson to share with you now.
I am deeply honored to receive this year's Emerging Leaders Trailblazer Award from the NMA's Council on Concerns of Women Physicians. I am even more privileged to work alongside and represent women physicians as we advocate for our patients and indeed our nation's health. This is a time in our nation where we are experiencing social and economic crises on top of a pandemic, all of which surface historical and institutional racial, ethnic, and other disparities, which tear at the fabric of our nation. I have sought to address these health inequities nationally and internationally. I am honored to join the significant efforts of Morehouse School of Medicine to address the devastating effects of COVID-19 on vulnerable and underrepresented populations through legislative testimony, advocacy, and partnerships. In my state of Georgia, I have fought for increased access to treatment for patients struggling with obesity and obesity-related diseases. This has included working collaboratively with the American Society of Metabolic and Bariatric Surgeons to introduce legislation to provide Georgia state employees with access to bariatric surgery. Globally, when Hurricane Dorian ravaged the islands of the Bahamas, I had the opportunity to play a role in the restoration of the healthcare system via collaborations with generous organizations, such as the American College of Surgeons, Morehouse School of Medicine, Rotary, MedShare, Delta, and Medical Bridges, which resulted in the provision of needed medical relief, medical supplies, medical equipment, mobile clinics, and much more. I am thankful to the NMA, through which I have found mentorship and collaboration that has benefited my patients and career greatly. And I pledge to continue to pay this forward through mentoring the next generation of female physicians and carrying on the torch of compassionate care. Thank you again for this great honor.
The next award is the Trailblazer Award. This award is given to a woman in medicine with a long-standing career notable for her outstanding or exemplary contributions to the field of medicine. She advocates for the interests and concerns of women physicians and her advancement in medicine. She is changing the face of medicine through her clinical practice, teaching, mentorship, and leadership. This year's 2020 Trailblazer Award goes to Dr. Deborah Prothrow-Stith of Charles R. Drew University College of Medicine. Deborah Prothrow-Stith, MD, is Dean and Professor at the Charles R. Drew University College of Medicine. She advised top-tier healthcare institutions on leadership as a principal at Spencer Stewart and served at the Henry Pickering Walcott Professor of Public Health Practice and Associate Dean for Diversity at Harvard School of Public Health, where she created the Division of Public Health Practice and secured over $14 million in grant funding for health programs. She is a past commissioner of public health for Massachusetts, and while working in inner city Boston, broke new ground with efforts to define youth violence as a health problem. Dr. Prothrow-Stith is a graduate of Spelman College and Harvard Medical School and a diplomat of the American Board of Internal Medicine. In 2003, she was elected to the prestigious National Academy of Medicine. She has received 10 honorary doctorates, and in 2017, she was named Woman of the Year for the 2nd District by the LA County Board of Supervisors. Congratulations to Dr. Prothrow-Stith, and we thank her for her exemplary contributions to the field of medicine. The final award is the Organization Award. This award is given to an organization that promotes women's health issues through education and advocacy, embraces civic responsibility and service to the community, locally or nationally, and upholds the tenets of the Council to advance women leadership in medicine. This year's 2020 Organization Award goes to Black Doctors COVID-19 Consortium in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, founded by Dr. Ayla Stanford. Black Doctors COVID-19 Consortium was founded in April 2020 by Dr. Stanford to address the deficit of COVID-19 testing sites and kits in the local communities and to increase testing accessibility for the community residents. Dr. Ayla Stanford is a board-certified pediatric surgeon and the first African-American woman to be trained in the United States. Dr. Stanford, with the support of her pastor and health professional colleagues, created the consortium. Their mission is simple: access, empathy, and action, as they aim to provide the African-American community with education and advocacy in order to reduce the incidence of morbidity and mortality from COVID-19. In partnership with local churches and community centers, the consortium brings barrier-free mobile testing to the greater Philadelphia area to include the hardest hit areas in the city. The consortium received their first city government contract by the Department of Public Health, and the organization has been recognized nationally for its efforts. Congratulations to Black Doctors COVID-19 Consortium and Dr. Ayla Stanford for their efforts to ensure better health outcomes for African American patients, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, and answering the call to serve their local community. We want to congratulate all of the 2020 Council on the Concern of Women Physicians Award recipients. And now back to Dr. Posse and Dr. Coleman for the next segment of our program.